Hey, welcome back. Let's keep playing, right? So what I'm looking for here today, in my notes, I have only one thing, and it says, even more Gorbachevs. Apparently we don't have enough. So let's go rig that up, and then we're going to continue putting up Boron, and then we have a few other problems. Like, look at this. This one has one in it. This guy's out. They were both out for a moment there. Alrighty, even more Gorbachevs. And then this, we're going to do this, right? You have to bring over like so. And just your standard hookup. We're going to have to vent the guano coming back using a long-handled inserter. And you know what? That's just fine. Guys, once again, the embarrassment I feel is completely overwhelming. Guys, you can do it. Okay. Ah, wow. Sometimes they defy all logic, I guess is the way to put it. So, hook you up. Alright, good. Now we have to add in the chavs. They really only take, oh, you can put 20 in. Nice. Okay. Now, are all these guys full up? I can't tell. I guess I wouldn't be able to tell unless, uh, there were some that couldn't land, which I imagine there's contingencies for. Alright, so getting more intense here. Anyway, let's stop thinking about that. What we have to finish now is the boron processor. And I think this is incorrect. Oh no, it could probably come all the way around. And then we only make boron after we have sufficient boron carbide. Why is this going so slowly? Right, this is made backwards. And then you are going, and you are going. Oh, it's just we're really bottlenecked here on the boron trioxide. Like we can't even keep, well, okay, half of it's going away first off. Should I double this? I don't know if I can double this. Because we have to leave, like, maybe I can put in one more rank. That's basically it, right? Maybe I should do that and just use the space. Because this is going to have the most pressure on it of all things. So maybe I go do that. And if I'm putting out an incorrect design, I suppose that's life, right? So give me those. And we have the ball mills, right? And we have the mixers, and more high pressure furnaces. So we need all of these. We probably don't have nearly enough still, but alright, fine. We'll do our best. Yeah. Yeah, I guess what I really need is to put in another rank of these. So our distance is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it should be simpler, right? Like this. Because it's just boric acid and coke again. And so this is perfectly valid. And right there. There. And I suppose it really must come out this way. Also, what might be clouding my judgment here is the fact that it's all stacked. Being stacked. So right here is where the beacon goes. Word trouble day, not good. And then right here will be where the coke comes in. Perfect, right? So this will be 50% better, but what we really need is the Mark II high pressure furnaces. What we don't have, because they're in the next tech tier. And when am I going to be in that tech tier? Oh, it's gonna be a while, buddies. We are gonna be working here for a long time. Let's go. Okay. And then right here. That's it, right? Why don't you have boric acid in? Did I not? Oh, do you have to be V'd? No. Just never have that? That's weird. Maybe I didn't copy it. Alright, fine. Trioxide production increased. Now that's all going to be on the top side of the belt. And I don't really care about that, do I? I suppose I have to, right? There you go. And that's a balancer of a sort. Yeah, it just takes so long to make this stuff. What's your problem? Out of boric acid? How is that even... That's even a thing. Are you guys not hooked up? You have made no products. You are in fact not hooked up. I never put a borane staple in, did I? Alright. I accept this. There is an easy solution to this. There, right there. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how awesome the Mark IIs look. This is a really good building. It's really obvious when it's working. The graphics are nice. Makes a nice sound. I like this building. So now we're just gunning through the diborane, I suppose. Where aren't you going? Oh, no hydrogen. Right. Okay. And that's going to be a ongoing theme. So I guess we just have to set this up and then just let it work, huh? And boron will be the last thing that gets made. The triborane here makes it all the way around. So that's fine. Alright, so we have to crush this stuff, right? It's ball mill time. I think we get to do like the modern thing. You know what I mean, right? I want you to make boron trioxide dust. Oh, we should fix this problem. This other problem with the modern thing. Here, I shall illustrate it to you. Up here, we were trying to balance it on different rows. We failed. What we really need to do is have this guy come down. And then this guy come. Does that not work either? Does neither of this work? So how is that possible if this puts on, like it's just always on the wrong side? And why aren't you guys going? Muddy sludge is overflowing. Alright, that's on my list of things I have to do. Wait, but you saw that, right? This is on the left-hand side. Alright, you gonna do this right? Looks like it's doing it right. Alright, we're gonna try it like this. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, I will find something else that works. Yes? Yes, yes. Then you go this way. It doesn't look bad. This is frequently deceptive, but it looks like it's going the right way. Here, I know how to make it, give it a good test. Use the borax I picked up. Alright, here, put that there, here, put that there. Alright, maybe you do need some help. Alright, try it again. Put that there, put that there. It doesn't work, it's putting it on the inside. How is this even possible? Alright, I'm going to not touch this anymore. You guys are going to have to fix yourselves. I don't get it. I'll be back and I'll work on this again someday. Not now. Do not understand. And you guys are going as hard as you can, which frankly isn't hard enough. We have lots of carbide being made. Alright, task at hand. You need to make trioxide dust. And I think you can just do this, right? The modern thing. And then from right here down to exactly right there. Yes, so we will do this. This is how this will be done. And then we will have another one going this way. Here, you gotta huddle towards the sides. Right there to right there. To right there. And then more right there. And we have beacon space right there. And it is great. And this is how the stuff gets in. Here. Go away. And this is just super... Oh, you can prod this? You can prod this. I'm not going to be doing that right now. But you can prod this too. You can prod the boron line. The entire thing. Well, that changes the color of everything, doesn't it? I mean, I'm not going to do it at the moment, even though I probably should, given that we are constrained by our environment. But that's good. We'll be back later. Don't worry. We'll be back. So it's going to be like this, right? And we're never ever going to produce enough. So we're just going to leave you floating here. And then, I don't know. We tried doing this before, right? And it just did not work. Are we alright? No, we're not midway. Is this used? Is this real? I want to say this is real. And I want to say we need to establish a biofluid nipple over here in order to fuel all this from the north factory instead of the south factory. However, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just gonna... Oh, that's ugly. Just quietly move this off to the edge as much as I can. Just pretend that doesn't exist. And soon it will be gone entirely. Alright, so stage 1, okay-ish done. And we'll come down like this. And it'll come in exactly like that. And it'll come over. Maybe it even won't do that. Maybe we'll have a more shotgun style process here. Because right now we need furnaces. It's the wrong size. This will, when going, produce 26 a second. And you have to make mixture, right? Oh, we have to bring in aluminum. 5 aluminum at that. And acetylene. And this is going to... Here. It's going to eat not much dust. Like, big not much dust. So... I no longer even think we need a double row of these. This produces 26 a second. This eats 3 a second. Like, I don't see the world in which we need many of these. So we're going to save a lot of logistic space, and we're just going to do a straight line like so to a straight line like so, right? And this whole fancy thing goes away. All right, that means we can settle this, because it's going to be exactly here. I said cut, please. Oh, we have to line it up, which we may have done on accident. No, we have to come over by one. Okay, got it. So, right there. This is actually playing Factorio. I get to do this so little lately. And the beacons will go somewhere, though I don't... They'll go in the middle, I suppose. Though I don't really think they'll be needed. Alright, so I want to have one stack of ball mills on me. So that is why I'm putting down 4. Not because I think 4 will be needed. Like so. Alright. This makes a certain kind of sense, right? And it can be prodded. Remember that. Good. So we can definitely put the rest of everything here. What we need now is an aerial caravan. We gotta go get whales. Right here-ish. Line it up. You need to be full of aluminum. We need lots of transport. Because we have to, like, we need lots of whales in order to hook this up fully to the logistic network. Thank you. Yeah, let's just pick them all. Oh. 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 Alright. Alright, understood. It's time to do just a whale caper. We're gonna come in and whale nap. How are things going down south? Reasonably well. I'm not gonna look at it. Like, from my poking around after the last episode, I did not see anything that was totally on fire. There were a few little changes that I could make, but I'm not going to worry about any of that right now. I am having too much fun building North Factory. North Factory, what's important? North Factory, the good child. I'm gonna dunk some of you. I should have gotten more. That's kind of like just how things are always, right? Should have done more. Should have happened more. What I'm looking for is windmills. Should I have gotten windmills? Oh, we do have some windmills. Only 12 though. I'll be back. So it looks like Borax is going as hard as it can. No, some of it's still sludged up. We can observe the system a little bit. We could have. It's all on one side. How is this possible? Okay. Okay. Okay, I got it. I got the answer now. See? It just took me 2 or 3 times, right? I know how to assure this. Okay. Okay. Alright. Like, I can get there given multiple choice and multiple chances to answer. That's my requirement to pass the test. If I can't get that, I'm gonna be having trouble. There we go. No, wait, that was in the wrong spot. Oh, and I did a bad thing there. See, this is what I was talking about. I need multiple choice, multiple chance test. And with that, I'm confident that I can get through this challenge. There we go. Everyone saw that immediately, right? It just took me a while to figure out the horn solution. We need to invoke the trident. Okay, so down here, down here, down here. Down where we belong, we need a whale. This whale's not coming back for a while, because this whale wants a full belly of aluminum. Store food, and I don't think we have any of that right now. I think we have a line. Ah, it's right here, right? Yeah, aluminum plate. We have a line, in fact. Fill cargo, and this is going to be a big problem. Empty cargo. And I guess I just have to get aluminum up soon, huh? No other way to look at that. Alright, let's take a look at rates. We have to bring acetylene in, but that's... Here, let's just do that now, too. While we are hauling in inputs. Where are you, biofluid? I know you're here. You play a vital part of this comedy slash tragedy. It's a nice alignment. No. No. Standards exist, my friends. Alright, so right here-ish is where we want to do this. Requester. We don't need much. Acetylene, right there. Why aren't you hooked up to the network? You should be explicitly hooked up to the network. There you go. So, what's the problem, friends? I was pipe running here. Oh. Maybe not pipe running well enough. There. Alright, are we feeling better? Have you requested some chavs? Yeah. Okay, so now the other thing we have to do is a mixer in order to get boron, right? I'll stick you right there. You refine syngas and hydrogen chloride. So I'm just gonna kinda put that in right here. We want requester. Right here, requester. And we're just going to handle this all right here. We want to bring in refined syngas, please, in quantity as much as you can. When would you ever want less than that? I do not understand that, but as you can see, it takes me a while to puzzle through most things, so perhaps if I just keep thinking about it, it will become clear. And you are hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride. Thank you. And I type. There. Now we will have chavs coming, hopefully filling this up. Alright, so that gets us to boron, and it puts out diborane. Ah, yes, this problem. I forgot up here that this is primary production diborane. And as such, it may only underflow. And that internally, we make a little more waste diborane down here. And so, that will have to be primary use diborane. Alright, let's talk about consumption rates. This eats at 3 per second, and this produces 1 a second. And this eats 1.5 a second. So I really need more mixers, and I don't have more, so I'm just going to put in what I got. And the important thing is we have space here. What are you doing? What are you people doing? Is this your idea of a joke? Is this funny to you? They can see the factory, but they do not perceive with their eyes. So how are we gonna do this? The endless question, yeah? I really should have put the outlets before I called in the Gorbachevs, right? Because now all these things are fixed, and I didn't do this properly. Because this needs to be like this. Right? And while this does work, this is a tangle and it is ugly. And ugly, as we know, is hateful. But that's fine. We should leave space here for beacons because we're going to make a snake belt here. Principles of the snake belt are as follows. Oh, excuse me. Turn as soon as you can. Come in. No, you come in right here. And then turn as soon as you can. Expose just a little bit. And then move on. Principles of the snake belt. I wonder if I can do two completely disjoint pieces here. So like that. And then want to be a V, right? Huh. That's probably just better, right? And easier to think about. Yeah. I should have developed this technology earlier. Huh. That just looks and acts better. I should have done this a long time ago. And there can... Oh, this doesn't have an out. Oh. I'm not used to so many solids in the process. Out will be out the back. And then we'll do it all the way around. And then beacons can go in the back. So we'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Right there. And that's where you start. And then you go this way. Like so. And then we will go out in the most beacon friendly way possible, and then we'll even do this in order to leave the space open. All right. I guess this means we got to do like this then. No, we'll do like this. We'll keep all the routing and logistics internal, right? And then a big V, I think. And that just works. I feel like we've leveled up here. We've experienced a revolution in snake belt tech. Oh look, fine Syngas arrived. Are you the first one here? Where's these? Oh, maybe it's the shortest path. Do we have others coming? There's one. There's another and another and another. How are we doing in Gorbachev HQ? Oh, there's tons of them swarming around. I like seeing that. Makes the base seem alive. Alright, we've got plenty of lounging. So it looks like we've solved the Gorbachev problem for the moment. 20 deliveries in one can. 500 deliveries in one can. Wow. There's some guano. It's alright. Everyone does it, guys. And so we do the exact opposite here. Yes. Well, B. I suppose we enforce the exact opposite. There we go. And we have an out right here. So, good, right? We believe in this, right? Yes. The answer is yes. And I will put down one more view, leaving vias. It just shades into existence. I love it. We don't have any more? Oh man, we're gonna have to go scrounge for these things because we threw down like, you know, 40, maybe more. Only 2. It is sad. Oh, another one. There's probably more in the bin. That's just gonna cause more problems later. I better not need more of these coming up. Because we had to put in lime. And then right there. Yeah, we almost knew where we were going. Oh, we had a whole stack right there. Nice. We had to put in lime and lime processing for acetylene. That was something. And then we had to put in this, which is another something. There's just a lot of demand. Hey, look at this. How many did we put in here? 6 times 5, so 30 up there, and more down here, and then more in line. Yeah, it was way over what was before. So I'm just gonna not do any more right here until it comes time to act. What was that thing? Oh my god. Quick. Quick, 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 quick. Before it spreads. Oh, I hate it when they can cloak like that. It's just not good. Just not good at all. Okay. Power rail. Probably should have done this before, but didn't. And you guys are relatively simple. Here, let's bring down electricity so that we might all spring to life. How are we doing up here? Not so great. And we're not so great because Boron doesn't have enough hydrogen. We might have to do something about this. Because this is real slow. Even with 4 of them going. Do we have any? Do we have hydrogen is the big question. So it springs to life. Good. The connection will get better as I get better tech. Saline water. That guy came to grab saline water and there just wasn't any there, huh? Ooh. Does that imply I need 2 of these here? I think it does. Because there was a whole conga line there to try to grab. So it's trying to... Maybe that's why the Gorbachev... See, that guy... These guys missed. Now we have 2 coming. This is kind of interesting. We have plenty of saline. It just takes like a couple ticks for... So we have a lot of Gochas just going back and forth fruitlessly. That might be why we were running out. Here, let's watch it again. See, these guys come. That guy's going to grab. And then that guy... Why did only one of them get the fluid? What is going on here? See... Those guys? That guy got oxygen. Saline. Nothing. But it's full of saline. Why? Why did you not get any more? I have many, many questions. Here, let's go fix that right now. Fix / just get distracted looking at. And then we'll continue watching this because we're now learning something new and kinda not great. Kinda sorta not great. Oh, we're out of hydrogen. That's our big problem. So if we just copy you entirely and put that there. Now we have 2 outs, and we can put many more. You have saline, you grab saline. Like, do I need to pump it out? Oh, please say no. Because we saw just a bunch of them miss. Well, how about we try that and just see what happens, right? Then we pull over like this, and we do an experiment, right? Experiment with pumps. Just raw pump. Yeah, right there. There. This should turbocharge these. Grabbed. Oh, they went to grab something that wasn't there anymore. So, okay. That's alright. They go to a specific box. If you move the box, they can't recover. So, oh, it's gonna suck if I have to do this to everything. But this is all because of the chlorine maker here. Now we have lots of receivers. See? Easily received. What? This is definitely why there's so many Gobachovs just missing. Because they're on fruitless missions like this. Where they can't... Okay, you go. And you go in, and you go. We got 2 drops out. You go. You got drops. So that guy didn't get his drop. Why? I don't know. So, was this because it needs to refill faster? Is this because we have another wave coming? Is the pump doing the work? Is the pump not working fast enough? I have many, many questions here. So here's another good wave coming. Okay, you got hydrogen. Alright. 2 got hydrogen and 2 ran away with nothing. That's awkward as hell. So you get your salient. You get nothing. Why? The first one touched and got nothing. And then the first... Okay. Okay, so that doesn't really mean a thing. That's good. So the pumps don't interact at all. It's just sometimes they grab and sometimes they don't. I'm gonna have to look at the code for this, aren't I? Maybe tweak it a bit. I am more than happy to do that, given that this is foundation of my base right now. Alright, so we're gonna just stop looking at it. Don't look at it. Biofluid network will be okay, right? Of course it will. Of course it will. What we need now is to move on. This is hooked up. This is hooked up. This is not hooked up. Right there, that is hooked up. Right there. And you need acetylene, which is super easy to get. Thanks to our friend, the Gobachovs. So the Gobachovs must not be good at all. Like, the biofluid network might not be good at all for high throughput situations. So, alright. I guess we just don't care, right? We're just going to not care about this whatsoever. And of course, this guy's waiting, and it's going to be waiting for... Oh, you got some. Maybe make that delivery? I don't know. Whatever. Don't think about it. We'll come back to this later. And then here at the very end, we should probably build at the bottom. Because, again, sorry everybody, I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to fix it sometime. It's like... There's some overlay happening. Maybe I need to close Steam or something. Right there. That will be exit. And you just need the mixture and you can be prodded. That's so nice. Alright, so we're just going to build a block of 4 down here. So something like this. But you can be prodded, so you have to be... Block of 4 has to have room for beacons on the inside. So that means not doing it like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you have to live. And then a big H, and like that. But now we can come around the side. So we're going to have the mixture come in right here, and then we're going to put out the product right here. And it's going to come around. It looks like we do have to move it up. And it's going to come in right here. Yeah, I have to move. Okay, you can move up just fine. And we have actual boron out. But all this has to move up by 1. We have internal space in order to beacon the hell out of this, and it can be prodded, which means it's just a huge multiplier and everything. Feeling good about the world. Everything's okay. Just don't think about the Gorbachev problem. Right there, and we're even gonna do this, right? To show that we care. Alright, Sue. This is dye Boron out. So that's what you will do. And we'll put a staple up here. I guess this is just fluid logistic space, right? It looks like you have been nominated here. Boron out. And so boron out. And why am I making boron? I don't know. It's just because it's at the end of this production chain, and I'm working on this production chain, and I wanted to get borax online. That is the whole of it. You should be V'd. You will come out. Down. No, you won't. You'll come right here. That's how you get in. There. And we'll put the staple on the outside because we can't. No, no, think about the future, right? And right down here and right down there. Good. Good. And now you have to staple these guys. So that's fairly easy, like, no, it has to come. Oh, we've kind of hurt ourselves, haven't we? That's okay. There's always time left to be good to yourself. So we just do the standard right here, like so, and like so. Then we can copy this whole thing, big V. Just do that, please, as much as you can. Okay, and so looks like we have to do this. And then staple. Alright, so this should stand the test of time, right? If we're lucky. And then one more down here, please. There. Nice. I sort of believe in this. Kinda, sorta. What I do believe in is getting the hydrogen chloride in. Like so, like so. And like so, like so. Then the refined syngas comes in, and you're going to take a different route. Now we can probably slide you in just like this. Nice. Once again, showing we are the right people in the right place. Very tempted to prod this, but that's a later problem. With better prod, and then also a big beacon right here. Right, so what we need now, put you in. And we are quite finished, yes? Now we just have to program many whales. Many, many whales. Oh, wrong. Ugly, bad, misshapen, wrong. It's so ugly. And then we're going to move all you guys over by 1. So that I don't have to put down another pole. Alright, good. Finished. And I think I'm going to go look at the Gorbachevs again. because I'm not obsessed. Alright, here we go. One comes in. Bam, saline, completely refilled. Next guy. Saline. Bam, you got it. Your turn. Oh, you're going somewhere else. You got that saline. Alright, good. So we have like just an endless party line right here. Okay. So maybe it just needed another... Oh no. It's a swarm. You got that, and then there's just honestly nothing. All you guys get disappointed. I wonder why Gorbachevs are overcommitting. I am gonna have to look at the code for this, right? No, oxygen's overwhelming. I don't think I have a good oxygen vent. Well, yeah, I do have a good oxygen vent. It involves hydrogen, which I don't have. So, great. Great. Now the hydrogen chloride's built back up, which I suppose is inevitable, given that I don't have any consumption in this factory aside from buildings. So, it's just going to let it ride, and then one day soon it's going to cause me a lot of problems. Oxygen is an issue, though. Kind of gotta find a use for that. Anyway, let's. All right, we're just gonna leave this for a while. We're gonna come back and look at. Oh, it's another invader. God. I kind of want to see it moving though. But I don't have any aluminum. I suppose I should just tell the whale to go. All right, we'll do that. We will set ourselves back a bit. Go. Put that there. We should have everything else, and we'll see some boron. Meanwhile, this whale, right here. Your job. You've got a job. You have to go get food. Then you need to come here. I need you to fill your cargo. And then I need you to go and dump the boron in the boron bin. Right there. It will be a very long time before you make that trip. But you'll make it eventually. So get that going out there. Meanwhile, we also have to hook up these guys, right? Then we have to pull all the liquids in. So the plan was, I had a plan. I had a scheme and a plan. Trioxide, carbide, and then what? No, borax, trioxide, carbide. Right. Got it. That makes more sense. Borax right here. And you have another very simple life. Store food, fill cargo, and then dump that in the first bin. Right there. Empty cargo. Whale, off you go. And then down here, we do the exact same thing. We have just deployed a ton of whales. I need you. Go get food. Store food. Come here. Fill cargo. And then go. And then dump that in box number 2. Empty cargo. Excellent. And then right there, off you go. Finally, the only whale left in our inventory is carbide, right? Yeah, I haven't assigned a whale here. Whale. Whale, hello. Go right there. Go right there. Store food. Come here. Fill cargo. I'm overbuilding on logistics here by using whales and with so much buffer. When I could get away with ground caravans. Probably for a very long time. And also a lot of other stuff. Where are you, aluminum whale? Oh. Are you not the whale I thought who was? I thought not the whale what is I thought? Oh, where'd the aluminum go? It has to have been put on the belt and oh, okay, it's been adopted. So I just have to go kidnap some trioxide and start this off, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we should see some boron being made. Okay, good. This is working. Mixture leaping to life. Beautiful. What do we use boron for anyway? What is the point of what I have done here today? Oh, Oh. Oh, it's never gonna vent. Alright, we gotta do it again. Alright, okay. Alright, that's fine. We can do that. I see now why prod is used in all of this. Oh, there we go. We got some mixture on the field. So mixture comes down. Oh, we're making it right there. It's happening. Oh, and it's also building up right there. Well, okay, we've made boron. Huzzah! And then it's going to come around here and it's all going to be fine, right? There's no need to worry about anything ever again. I want to see boron in the whale. I need to see boron in the whale. Okay, right there. Big stack of boron plate. Boron in the whale. Alright, so, boron. What are you used for? Why did I do this? Monocrystalline cell. Let me do that properly. Monocrystalline cell. That looks important. Not gonna lie. Metallic glass looks important too. What are you used in? Oh, I see. Everything. Yeah. 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 Alright, we're gonna need this stuff later on. I'm gonna be happy that I did this. Alright, so. Clap, clap. Next up. Science is... I don't even care. Science is fine. What I need now is we gotta go look at our friends, the Gorbachevs, one more time. It's so strange I don't have any hydrogen. So many other times it's always been just huge amounts of hydrogen. So I guess the problem is oxygen. I need to use more oxygen, obviously, because it's built up. See, this is what I want. Okay, that's what I want to see. Just a pure, constant conga line of Gorbachevs. Gorbachevs going somewhere. Maybe the system assigns one Gorbachev to every line of possible combinations between provider and requester, but that would be extremely inefficient. This has to be using bot logic, right? It just has to be. Alright, oxygen. How do I get rid of you? I had this question before, long ago. So we do any advanced iron making. Right. I really don't feel like blasting it into coal gas right now. Even though I do need this stuff eventually. What's coal bed gas good for? Like nothing I really care about. I can turn it into hydrogen, so it's like a... Oh, if I have a 500 hot air. How about no? This is why I need it though. Maybe. Maybe I can bypass it. Maybe I just ignore this for... This is the good one right here. But it requires having excess hydrogen. And we don't have that. Because it's useless to hook these two up together and make water. Because then I'm just going to take that water and split it again to make exactly this. So this unfortunately is useless to me unless I'm using excess hydrogen. which is, this is a better use of excess hydrogen, but that's so hard to coordinate. I'll think about it, but I don't know how to make that work. I guess we just have to wait until we have more stuff. We just live with an oxygen excess right now. Alright, that's fine. Here, let's go look. Even more Gorbachevs, checked off. Carbon dioxide vent. That's something we can do, right? Oh yeah, we are full up on carbon dioxide. We need a carbon dioxide vent. And I believe I know what to do about that. Dioxide. Alright, so we have to grow some plants, right? No, we don't want to do that. Wish we could do both at once. Oxygen and CO2. Make, I don't know, ozone? Something. But the traditional solution here is to grow plants. It's like, uses just an absolute ton of both sludge and CO2, and we have both of that as a problem. This. We're just going to follow this. This is kind of what I wanted to see. So we are just draining this out. So you took, out of all those guys, looks like only half got their material. At least I have a guano factory going, right? Okay, so we have two problems, right? Muddy sludge, full up. CO2, full up. We know exactly what to do in both situations. We have to build a tree farm. We should get rid of this heavy oil refinery. We're not going to need it for a while. Should pick up pump jacks, because we like pump jacks. I saw you. You are waste. Then I should probably put one of these furnaces back. Here you go. Oh, we have rocks and logs. What else? So we have to turn this into waste wood, which we just have to compost. Do we have a waste wood bin? No, we didn't. Wow. That was not bright of us, I have to say. Yeah, not bright at all. We do have waste moss. So let's take a look. And we have just moss here. You consume not a lot. 2 mud, sludge, and 2 CO2 a second. And then right here, this consumes a whole lot more. So yes, we want to do this entire structure right here. But then what do we do with the logs? I guess we biomass the logs. This produces 3 logs a second. This can consume 1 1/3 log in a second. That's not a good ratio. We could just burn them. This is the real vent right here. I say. So what we really want to do is we want to actually just copy and paste this. Just entirely. It's going to take a while to set up, isn't it? That looks right. Is that actually correct? So we just want to copy and paste this entire thing. Yeah, it looks correct. Alright, so this is going to require effort, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So we're probably not ever going to export any of this out. So this doesn't exist. Why do you have me pick this up? Alright, so if we export anything, it has to be biomass. Though I don't know what else we would do with the wood. So looks like we just directly biomass the logs. It takes 3 per. Which we can probably do, I guess. And then we'll have to figure out what we do about waste biomass. Like, I could probably... Oh, I did some bad things here, didn't I? Alright, back it all up. Yep, 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 yep indeed, yep. Embarrassment happening. Because we still need the tree seed maker right here. It needs to be wired up. Alright, so please just... Why did I delete it? Okay, 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 so just... We are going to need one sawmill for the tree seed maker. Should probably be up north. It should probably be right here, right? So we'll design that in a minute. Maybe even in the center right here if we can manage it. Like the sawmill here and the tree seed maker right there. And then we'll have to wire it up so that it stops if there's tree seed pressure. That's what finally stopped the cascade, right? Okay, are we full of rot right now? Did this just not work? Right, so you are full of tree seeds. But this should not be. So this is still broken. We still don't have good tree seed control. That is so depressing. It's the best way to put it. Just utterly depressing. So I guess what we need to do now. So why aren't you stopped? Were you just never hooked up to the system? So you're just making tree seeds forever? Like it should like be measuring this point right here. And if there are ever tree seeds on this point, stop. So do you even have a tree seed out? How do you get your tree seeds? Okay, they all come on this line, and they all go on this line. And then this comes right here, and that goes up and over. And then, okay, so, yes. What we need is to stop everything if tree seeds are ever on this tile. And if they pass through and it blinks, it's fine. We have excess production. Oh, I can't believe we're still having problems with this. What we're going to do, we're just going to do this. You go right there. Right there. And then we'll try to leap over. And then we will build a tree seed maker right here, and we will govern it properly, right? Just grab you. Grab the ghost of you. Just put it right here somewhere. Figure it out. Alright, so that works. And now we need 3 of these per. And we're just mulching these logs. And I suppose we can do that, but we're not going to have any way to get anything out. So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a complete wall. Alright, so we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times... no, we can't even do that because we have to get rid of the biomass too. Which means we have to have an out in the corner. And we can't. Well, we can pick these up. Move them down just a little bit. Man, I wish these were a lot smaller. And then we'll have a biomass out. And we're turning... and it'll come up right here, and the logs will come in right there. and we are turning a problem with CO2 and muddy sludge into a problem with biomass. And biomass will ultimately just be fed into a burner. Or used, either way. Something like that. Okay, so, is there any better way to organize this? Like, with all the space we have, probably. So, we could do something like this. Bring it down a little bit and just put it directly in. And put it directly, and we still can't fit one here. Like, we can, but it's hard up against the railing, and I don't want to deal that. I don't want to do it. So I guess there just isn't a way to jigger it in. Do this, I suppose. Copy you here. And so that would work, but how do I get the biomass out? I suppose I could put a line in here and just use single inserters and then stack insert the biomass out. That might be better. It'd be even more better if I can get it to go in the center. So we'd have to have two lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this, and we'll have to bring in the biomass towards... Well, that doesn't work either, does it? I mean, it kind of does. But this will have to come out this side. And then the biomass would come to the center, and we'll have a biomass line going this way. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing right there. Okay. I think I can make this work, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have enough input right here then. Alright, this is dumb. This looks like it's going to work, but it's not. It's all going, unless I put like a loader there, I suppose, but I don't wanna. I could just easily bring in the strip distillates, but again, I don't wanna. I wish the recycling, I wish they had a loader out. It would make everything so much easier. Suppose I can move this down a bit. We have this wall right here. It's as low as you can go. And then this is loading up, this is out loading up, this is out loading up, and we'll find a way to get this over here. Alright. I suppose. I don't really believe in this. But I gotta get moving. I can't just be designing forever, right? So recycling stuff. Didn't we dump a bunch of tree stuff over here? We're gonna need just a stack of you. Where is my moss farm? Probably need more than that, honestly. And then tree farm. Tree farm. There. Only need 2 of you. And 1 sawmill. And strangely enough, the sawmill is not over here. Where is wood? It's right there. It's right in front of me. One of you. Oh, that was the wrong button. Right there. Okay, good. Then we need saw blades. We need lots of trees. We don't really have... We have enough trees, maybe. Do not have enough saw blades. It's good to start, though. Alright, let's go make a mess. I am not confident in what I'm about to lay down. But this is how we learn, yes? Okay, so this just shades into existence. How many do you have? Yeah, 20. Should be able to just throw it in. Then the trees, which I had and I lost track of. Right there. Just trying to make it easy on the bots. In fact, made it hard on the bots. Story of the monkey. Tree seeds. Oh, it was already put down. There. Okay. So that's running. You're going to be upgraded to a better one. I'm pretty sure you can supply everything here, right? Oh, I'm out of everything. Alright. Maybe this wasn't such a fantastic idea. Alright, so you're going to be eating logs. You're going to be making logs. And what we're going to be doing is a complex dance in the middle right there. We're going to go get pipe though. And this is the entire purpose is just to take muddy sludge and make biomass. Muddy sludge and CO2. Now the problem is it will be running 24/7 unless I govern it. So is this purpose to eat muddy sludge, or I can make it both? Ooh, I'll make it both. That's good. You'll see what I'm babbling about. Just everyone hold on. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. That is waste. So let's head back up. And continue distributing. Oh, were we done? No way. There. Water in place. How are our windmills doing down south? Please tell me we had another batch made. Yes, 21. I really feel like I should go down and get those just to decorate this properly. All this blinking stuff kind of makes me a little ill. And we're going to immediately distribute them, of course, because we are getting ahead of ourselves in building things now. And it's going to get worse and worse. So I suppose I should try to pay attention to the South Factory in really any way in order to keep the windmills coming. Just to avoid looking like utter trash. Alright, we are currently stuck up on... We need this. For that we need titanium. Is titanium stopped? Please tell me no. No, it's not stopped. So that has to be a dinosaur. Okay, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. You got your windmills. Be happy with your windmills, right? Happy little windmills are all you need. So the trick now is going to be avoiding all the other windmill voids and just kind of rounding off what I was doing earlier. Now we should do up here first, because this is most urgent, I guess. So right here is where we have to limit this. Why haven't you gotten a delivery yet? Oh, probably because I just, invoked you. That makes a little sense, right? And then we'll do this line. This leaves us with 3 windmills left. Highly unfortunate. Which I guess we just keep on us. Alright, this is going. Let's take a look. How are we doing? Probably still stuck on trioxide, right? No, still stuck on hydrogen. Which is ultimately an oxygen problem. Funny, right? Funny. Yeah, this is gonna be clogged for a long time. And the important part is setting it up. Now I can just run away and pretend everything's fine here. Alright, so what we want is to do this. I need pumps. Like so. And like so. You need to get turned on in very specific circumstances. Oh, we already have? No. It's red, but it's not all the way. We need to get status line up. So I guess we do that right now, I suppose. Because this is a waste. It has, it accepts liquid, but it is waste processing. And so it obeys different rules. In fact, we need red and green for this, which is unfortunate. All right, so here's alarm central. The alarm wire comes in. And what I need to do is now get the alarm wire out and drag it north. Which is going to be tedious. Oh, probably help if I could see my character, right? Okay. We're going to get this all the way up. And what's going to happen is we are only going to turn the system on when we have an excess of carbon dioxide or an excess of muddy sludge. And then we will run the system. I really shouldn't be crossing over like this, but there really isn't a lot to be done for it at this point. It's fine. Thank you. But obviously to make this work, we have to actually get the signal up there. And I really miss the radio stations from space exploration to be able to beam signals around. Because this, while effective, is untidy. And you can easily imagine an area completely disconnected, on a different surface perhaps, where you want to get this information in, but are prevented from doing so because, really? You have no direct physical connection, and that's what the wires need. That was a little awkward. You don't exist. Alright, and then we're hooked in. We're going to have to hook in more because this is all kind of a mess. I don't know what you're measuring, but I want you to stop. Oh. I should really just disconnect all these wires because they don't work. Ooh, don't do that. Alright, I take that back. How are you working? You shouldn't have any... Oh, you were the wrong one. This is the doomed one that's already choked up on tree seeds. Oh my god, how am I still having problems with tree seeds? An intelligent player would have looked at the problem and then immediately ascertained the correct solution. A player like me, however, requires additional instruction. Alright, so we got this all the way in. And what we want to do now is to run all the way back. Like, these wires have no business being here. This should not... This should run for as long as there is material to run with. The material will be taken away when it is time for this to stop. Right? And by that material, I mean carbon dioxide and muddy sludge. Okay, fun game. That was great. Let's play it again, right? Let's get all the way back with green wire now. We only really needed the green wire for this particular vent, but might as well do both when I'm thinking about it, right? It has to never touch the circuit network on the sushi belt, because I really wish I had many different colors of wire. It's inevitable that they touch eventually, right? And cause tremendous chaos. It's kind of what the devs want, right? Give you just enough tools to accomplish what you want, but never to accomplish what you want safely. Kind of like the guild philosophy in EVE Online. It's a high trust system in a low trust game. Good luck, friends. Okay, over here now. And we'll hook this up. And then I will show you the magic, what I will do. The incantation, what I will perform. Right there. Okay, you are all in the network. I wish there was a way to hang both. Why? Okay, so we have a problem. We have got a bad signal on this network. I know exactly where it's in, actually. Because internal networks have touched external networks. And that is happening right, not here, right here. We're using this to get this in, right? And we need to not be doing this. You have to go right there, and you have to come over like this. I will even put down another pole for you, despite its ugliness. And you have to come in like this. This will allow me to cut this wire right here. There. And then we have to cut this wire right here. Good. And now we have a clean signal of what we have going on in the factory. Which means I can come right here and I can get a decider combinator. I can throw you down. And you need to, oh yeah, with green. Okay, on green, if what we want is carbon dioxide. Where are you? Is greater than 0 or sludge. Sludge is greater than 0. I want you to output E equals 1. Great. And then, of course, ba-boom, ba-boom. Enabled on E greater than or equal to 1. Bang, bang. See? So easy. And now this system will start up. Like, this is always going to be filled with supply. Just always. But it will only consume the supply when there is an overflow in the tanks. Oh, and I never brought the diborane and the boric acid back. I gotta go do that. Alright, we're not done down south yet. Okay, so, good, getting there, kinda. Next step, logs have to come out. We're doing this like this, right? And I really wish I could see here. This building is aggressively too tall. Yeah, and I have to work behind it. I dislike this so much. Alright, so you actually need stack inserter. So like so, then blindly groping in. Alright, and now you need stack insert out. Actually, this needs to be moving farther down. Okay. Out, out. Out, out. And our job is to do this, right? This is where we're going with this. This is... Oh, how do you get your logs? Oh, I guess you get your logs from right here. It's fine. My dude, try to imagine what I want you to do. It's like that, right? And we don't need that. You need logs in, so this whole line right here is kind of redundant to your needs. I really wish I could see it. So many of the buildings in this mod need work. Alright, so it's like so, right? There. That's how you get your stuff in. This is one we could also be getting out through here, right? So maybe I was a little hasty. Just a little hasty. And so it has two ways of getting out, and these guys can do double duty. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna... Okay, fine is really, really overstating where I am right now. But, coherent might be better. This has an idea which might be okay, somewhere buried in it. Alright, so we have 6 biomassers, which will be 10 a second. Actually, yeah, we're fine now. Yeah, this is actually good. We managed to fit in enough where we have now enough processing to produce, to destroy everything we produce. Alright. This is all, once again, a muddy sludge destroyer. Muddy sludge and carbon dioxide. Just gotta get rid of it somehow. This is really kind of elaborate for this, but alright, fine. Because I really should be salvaging this wood, but really should be turning it into wood, and then, but I don't have a waste wood. Maybe I should remake it. I don't know. These are problems for not now. Like, you have to do this, right? And then underground up. Really? You can't leaf that? By just a little. Oh, just a little. Alright, so we have to bring this over. So. This is ugly, but it's self-contained at least, right? That's where I'm that's where I am on the cope scale. At least it is self-contained. You really don't need a stack inserter, but there you go. And I'm not putting stack inserters for tree seeds. Alright, you make tree seeds, yes. And right here. And you have a very simple decision to make. Like, if there are tree seeds right there, I want you to stop. So, read belt contents, hold. And then, navel disable, tree seeds, greater than 1, I suppose. No, just equals 0, just 0. If there are ever tree seeds on there, I want you to stop. Tree seeds equals 0, so you should be going right now. Okay, so, my situation, weird. Let's go get some more saw blades, because I want that thing to stop flashing at me. and then come back and try it again. Yeah, I'm not sure I have a lot of confidence in this. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing. That's pretty normal, right? And if I'm not, there's plenty of other city blocks, right? Yeah, I hadn't actually made many from the last time I raided this place. That probably means something, right? We need good alien sample and we don't have any? Um, why is that, do we suppose? Where do we do that, do we suppose? Right here. We're full up on good alien sample. Why don't you have any? Mr. Whale Maker. Why are you making me think? Oh, nice. Oh, because we're waiting on something else entire. Oh, neuroprocessors, which needs brains, which are a limited commodity. You have brains on you, though. What are we doing? Right. Here, research the last thing. This is going to be nice when this hits. I cannot wait for that. But you have brains on you, right? And neuro... Oh, I see. You're trying to pick up. So where's the brain drop? He's obviously waiting for brains. And there's a line. Where are the brains going? Very few are making it down. I really have to... Okay, I really don't have to do anything. Don't look at it. If I run out of caravans, then I'll have to increase brain production. I'll probably do that up north. I don't know. Don't look at anything. Don't look, don't think. It's all just a lie. It's here to trick me. I might have to lighten up on the whales, though. And I didn't get saw blades. I got... Ah! I am not with it. I am absolutely... absolutely 100% not focusing any of this right now. What I need is to find where I make saw blades, which is this place right here, in this box of saw blades. So our neural processor is really my bottleneck right now. And that if I want to increase production in the factory, I need to just start growing augs en masse, and then slaughtering them en masse, and then getting rid of all their parts. God, I cannot control anything. Help me, help me. Okay, good. I cannot control anything. And then these bots go in. Saw blades go in. Oh, you have to be governed to only put out logs. Logs. Because of tree seed problems, right? Okay. Now, bots off. Bots off, and put most of my stuff in a box. To pick up a whole lot of moss with our moss maker right here. And then I will personally deposit all of this. I still don't have moss level 2. Okay, then we'll be ready to begin, right? Good, good, good. Then we have to really inspect the tree seed cycle, because I think perhaps I've done it wrong. Think perhaps have a certain certainty. Alright, this is all going. That the tree seed problems are not fully resolved. There you go. There's my box. Right there. Okay. So, we are now going. You vent everything onto this belt, and then tree seeds come north. They are then balanced. Good. Same thing happens right here. You vent tree seeds onto that belt. You vent tree seeds onto that belt too. Good. We don't have any tree seeds. We need to go and boost this guy. So that should be fine, right? I just go snag a cord of wood right here and come up. Then deposit said cord of wood. And then it should stop. And it hitches a little bit, right? I don't see it stopping working. Tree seeds equals 0. Oh, because I put the recipe. Seeds. Good thing I checked. Good thing I checked. It stops, then it hesitates. It hesitates. And that's fine. That little inefficiency is fine because it will stop the creation of tree seeds when there is no immediate consumption and before there is a backup. So right now we have biomass being produced. Good. Doesn't look like you're going. Looks like it's... How is this going so fast? Oh, there. Shouldn't we be back to... No, we have enough to chew up everything, so no. Alright, we have an enormous biomass maker now, but this is waste biomass. Tainted. Alright, Mr. Whale, store food. The Mr. Whale, come right here and fill cargo, and then Mr. Whale comes over to the biomass stack and dumps in waste biomass. Empty your cargo. We already have ways of getting rid of waste biomass. I don't know if they're good enough. Where's my whale injection? Right there. Last one. Alright, so good. This will produce tons of biomass very quickly. And most importantly, it is chewing up muddy sludge and carbon dioxide. And right now, we both have waste muddy sludge and waste carbon dioxide. So these pumps are running, both of you. And it will continue to run until the muddy sludge is gone dry. Or at least it's fallen below emergency levels. And it's already kind of getting there, right? We have one vent here, the other muddy sludge vent, which is not going because... Oh, why aren't you going? Oh, it's fallen below. Okay, it probably just didn't have enough capability. Yeah, that's probably fine though, right? It's probably okay. Then we need just another delivery up here. And so we're eating what? 150 muddy sludge a second, 300, and then change. This is 12. And this is... no. This is 19. We're going to call it 20. 340 muddy sludge a second. Which is actually pretty good for a void. And we could have done this in a flavor where it produced something more interesting. But I didn't do that. Which is more of a me problem than anything else, right? Okay, so next situation. We need to now actually finish off this over here and bring the Boron over. And then I think we're probably going to be at the end of the episode. I think this is going to be a short one. I'm not going to go 2.5 hours on this. Because Boron is also a product we need out. And we have to figure out what line we want it. Why is that again? Boron. We need to make these things. Can't I just have it be specialty chemical right here? Can't I do that? Because we don't need that much. I mean, it's 100 for 15 of these things. And this is very little. I think I can just have it as a specialty chemical being made right here. Alright, I accept that. That's a good idea. So what we need now is Boron to come right here. We aren't ever going to be monitoring it. And that's just something we're going to have to live with. And then we are a provider chest. The big P. Alright, right there, big P. Yes, and that's just it. It's got to be hooked into the biofluid network, though. Like so. That's what we need. Bot's back on. And then... so. Okay. So this is how Boron gets into the system. I'm worried about how far things are going to have to fly. But I can always correct this later. Now, do I do the same with boric acid? Because boric acid has the problem where it's needed in heavy quantities. Especially by like the neutron absorbers, which aren't, look, they're right here. I think I have to drag it in. I think it needs a direct line, honestly. It's used in bioscaffold production, exolate matrix production. Just lots of stuff. Yeah, I'm going to drag it in on a line. And the answer is, where do I put that? On this, the logistic line right here? That would seem straightforward and correct. But I also am tempted to try to sneak in on just like the very bottom edge of one of these. Which I think I'm going to try. We're going to see if it works. So, by works, I mean, does it drive me nuts at some point? What I'm going to do is come in right here, and we're going to try to ride this line. It means that this line is forever logistic space. As we can see right now, it's being used for Boron. And so it's nice that it's snuggled up right there. So I guess we don't do right there, because this is closing off this line right here forevermore. And I suppose that's my answer, right? Don't do it. Instead, try to do it properly and bring it up to the logistic line. Is this correct? We're going to find out. Yeah, I suppose just whenever I am in doubt, I need to look into my heart and just keep going with the pattern, right? The pattern will show me the way. And we will use this line right here. This will be the boric acid in line. And it'll come straight across to this. And it should have no problem with that, right? It should. Then we will find a place to settle it. Problem is, this has to go up and then down, which is not something you ever really want to do. You want straight lines. Getting this pattern right is going to be very kind of tricky, right? There. I'm just going to guess. Just guess where the infrastructure is going to be, right? It's the best I can do. Okay. Right there. And then just keep going in this pattern. Try to settle this where I can't see it where the bin is supposed to be, so I'm just guessing and hoping I'm hitting this area correctly. It doesn't have to be perfect every time, but it does have to hit in. Alright, so now is when we should start skating south through this. In fact, we're going to do it right here. Boric acid will come south here. And I don't know where any of this should be, so I'm just running south. Then we should use as little as possible. But boric acid isn't a plain color. You know? So it doesn't belong up top. So I guess boric acid gets put right over here. Right there. Right next to... That's in the syngas line. I guess you go here. Boric acid for no real reason. Yeah. None. The reason for doing this is none. Right here. And I think I'm just going to look at everything and then we're going to wrap up. Right? It'll be a nice short episode. Or probably exactly on time for what I wanted to do. For how I envision these play sessions to be going. And you need to plug in right here, my friend. Don't copy that. In fact, we're going to plug in right there. And try to leave that space for overflow. Even though I don't think there is ever such a thing as... Oh, what are you? It doesn't know. It's not going anywhere. Good. Don't scare me like that. I do not think there is such a thing as waste boric acid. I should probably have looked at that, right? Because if so, I have to regulate this production. So, it did that on one fluid extent. Very happy to see that. Alright, so, boric acid. No. Only one way to make it. Divorane in water. So let's take a look. See what's going on. And we're just starved of hydrogen right now, which is because we're clogged on oxygen. And that's, I mean, it's fine. 32 boron, great job. But, oh, we've filled up on carbide, so that's good. So nothing's going wrong there. We have stopped here. Why have we stopped? That's because we are no longer overflowing on muddy sludge or on carbon dioxide. So this is not going anymore, which means all these guys are going to rot and they're all going to come back up here. And then they will be used on the next wave, hopefully. Because there's like a danger here, isn't there? Yeah, we're going to enforce... I'm scared. Because, like, what's going up? Because it's expansive. I'm worried about this flicking on and off. Flicking on and off. And then it's producing all these tree seeds every single time, eventually clogging. You know what I mean? So... Let's do this. Let's wire it up like so. Even more paranoia. Alright, you guys only go when enabled is greater than 0. Alright, same thing, right? So... Why don't you go? Oh, you ran out. Oh, that's good. So when this slams shut, these guys will stop working, and that will minimize tree seed production, because all these guys are going to rot. Okay, good, I suppose. Oh, this guy's having trouble venting. Yeah, because our biomass venter is just a hobbling caravan. Alright, I may have to I'm going to have to upgrade that later on. But right now, I'm not doing that thing. Carbon dioxide below what we need. Muddy sludge also below. So we really are just stopped up on oxygen right now. We need a lot more hydrogen. Okay, all of that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it also doesn't really matter right now, you know? Last thing I have to do is set up, or at least confirm for myself that the alarms are working. And then it's going to be the end of the episode. And next episode, I will do something else. Yeah. What am I doing next? That's a really good question. Carbon dioxide vent taken care of. Borax already done. Borax done. Like I could go do sap. I'm really close to being able to do. No, not really close. All right, I think next up is going to be cyanic. Cyanic, ammonia, plastic, formic, formamide, rubber, and belt. All of that can be made now, and that's all just internal factory stuff. So I think we're going to have cyanic ammonia right here, and then formamide formic right here. And then probably down here we should be doing rubber, which means we have to do styrene at some point to do the good rubber recipe. That's fine. We'll do rubber here, and then that'll be coming in. Then we'll do like belt. Are we actually making belts ourselves here? I hope so. Yeah, there's our belt maker. We'll just leave that on. There's no need to do anything there. And then after that, I've decided I have to import fish food. To be continued on this topic. And then through that, we'll get fertilizer. And having fertilizer will allow us to grow the plants properly, and we'll be in a plant arc. And just build a whole bunch of farms up here. The goal being, I think, getting Rhenea up. Rhenea for sporopollenin. Sporopollenin for oleochemicals. Oleochemicals for RMAC D12D. I don't know what it is, but it's the thing. And once I have that, I'll have everything I need to finally get the iron processing line done. And then we'll do copper and then all this. And then it'll be nothing but checking off boxes and moving forward. Like every one of these production lines has just weirdo chemical requirements associated with it. Like copper needs grease. This needs this RMAC stuff and Orgo solvent. All of that stuff is on the way. But we're going to have to build out the farms more. It's going to be nice. Got to make sap, Relesia, Palk, Rhenea. There's probably more in there. There's probably a lot more I have to do, but there's going to be an entire arc of just I'm a farmer. And that is good. As for right now, oh, alarms. I'm not recapping, I'm predicting the future, and I have to set up alarms. So boric acid is in leftmost column, second tier, third row. So second tier, that's the bitumen, and you are boric acid. And we are keeping diborane over in the production stack for right now. Just for right now. We'll see if it works. Alright, so we have to check on these other things. Did I set up boron correctly? Right next to the borax. It would be kind of right here, right? Raw boron. I did set it up. And then right over here, borax, trioxide, and carbide. Oh, carbide needs to take one more step. Yeah, right there. I wonder why trioxide is so slow on all this. Maybe it's an expansive step. It is a little bit, not a lot of it. I don't know. Anyway, boron trioxide. Trioxide. right over... No, excuse me. Well, we'll look at it. This is used in glassware, and we're going to run a belt with this. To be continued on this topic. But you also make the... You also go into... No, wait. You go into carbide. And carbide goes into buildings. All of you go into... It needs in like large amounts. 15, 10. Okay, that one's 4. This is 50. Alright, so what we need is a caravan. I need you to go get food. Store food for me, please. Then I want you to go get boron carbide. I want you to fill your cargo, and I want you to go over to the sushi belt. And it's been a while since we added a new ingredient. We're doing it now. So please go and do this forever. And then we determine that this needs... Why do you have 2? 1,000. But only once you bind onto something, and that's not happening for a while. Alright. Wait, did I tell it to go here? I did. Alright. Why do you have 2? Why do you have 2? Is that important? Did I just flood this belt? Do I not understand what's going on? Alright, so that stopped it, right? No. Stop. 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 There we go. And. Alright, so I have just kind of flooded the belt with wood. Not a huge amount, but I obviously don't understand how this works anymore. Assuming it was intelligible to begin with. So what is the issue here? So let's just back up. Copy this. Put this back in. Put this back in. So you are... Maybe I can just copy and paste you. And that's back. And then you're back to 500. Why does this work? Oh, because this is on the green side. Okay. Alright, trust in myself. Trust in old self, rather. Old self knew what he was doing sometimes. And then red and green, which is on the belt, has to be less than that. But the signal is what we're doing. Okay. And that's on the green line. Okay, alright. I'm obviously competent to do this. Yeah, all the alarms are set up, right? Boric acid right there. You're stuck, that's fine. You're right there, you're right there. You just don't have any trioxide. And the bin has plenty. Oh, don't do that. No wonder. That's why the differential between the trioxide and everything was so great. Because it was limited. That should just not be anywhere. Is this zinc chloride? So many off-white powders. It really is back Orgo all over again. Alright, so I am done. This has been a fine episode. Is there anything I want to look at before I go? You're stopped, but that's all because of oxygen. I really have to find a way to do something with oxygen. We have diborane being offered to the system. That's good. There's only a few places that need it. It is a specialty chemical. And we have one line drug all the way over here. We don't have any boric acid yet, but one day perhaps. And we have instituted muddy sludge. I'm recapping. I'm recapping without actually doing the recap. Why am I doing this? Why am I wasting everyone's time? Our precious time, our most valuable commodity. Why is there only 2 here? There's a lot about this world I don't understand. This is again titanium. This is... Oh. We have a cluster around this. And that is... Is the duralumin problem solved? No. I mean, it's cranking ahead. How is copper doing? Okay-ish. I mean, we're not getting pressurized on the copper line, but we're producing it just barely what we need to, I guess. Guess I gotta set 0.164 and turn it up. Now it's just 10% faster right there for a lot of electricity. But I guess I gotta, right? How are we doing on electricity? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. That's fine. All right, I'm not gonna look at that. Let's do our recap. No, wait. We have a different way. First off, put the mouse in the center of the screen. And try to center the bottom. Out. Move in for finer control. Alright, that's kind of centered. Now if I just zoom straight out, it's going to be more or less centered, right? Then measure with fingers. It's kind of not. Really? Kind of is. Okay, good enough. You know, I'm going to take it. Alright, so, screenshot of our majestic and glorious factory. What did we do today here in North Factory? First, obviously, we finished off the boron stack. This should be done forever. We should only ever have to revisit these areas in order to increase scale. And that's, first of all, going to be prod. Second of all, going to be adding more buildings. We have plenty of space. This is done forever, hopefully. Next thing we did, we had a combination problem of not enough vent for muddy sludge and not enough vent for carbon dioxide. So we implemented this vent block right here, which all it does is it flicks on when there is either too much muddy sludge or too much carbon dioxide in the system, and then turns it into biomass, just through moss, through saplings, through tree farms into biomass. The tree farms are the crucial step. Those consume the most of anything. And so the biomass then goes into waste biomass down here, and it gets destroyed somewhere. It's probably not getting destroyed fast enough. I probably have to pay attention to that, just not right now. So, good. And honestly, that ate up just about everything. Wiring in all of the products. This produces a lot of different things. Yeah. And as I was forecasting earlier, next episode is going to be ammonia and cyanic right here, followed by formamide and formic right here. Hopefully I can get both of those done in one episode, but again, I'm way behind on windmills. There's going to be so many holes for such a long time. Anyway, get that up and going. Make styrene somewhere. Build rubber factory right here. And then probably have to go be a farmer. I have to go import fish food in order to make wastewater. And that'll be done, I don't know, somewhere in here. And then I can make fertilizer. I have to make a biomass, a bio-crud block somewhere. Just throw it down. Probably gonna have to expand the factory again. Bio-crud block can probably be right up here, right there. I don't know. And then we have to start on agriculture. And then once we get agriculture up and running to the point of having Renea, I can make oleochemicals. With oleochemicals, I can make Armac. When I can make Armac, I can finally do real and true next level iron production. and we can get that done. And then I turn my attention to whatever I need to do to get real and true copper production going. And that's probably going to involve trying to set up bees just to make wax, just to turn into lubricant, just to make grease. I can see that happening. Just a block being a hive, and all the hive does is make wax. Alright, that's fine. What did I do in the South Factory today? Nothing. Didn't look at it, didn't pay attention to it. Gonna have to do something eventually. That time is not right now. So, great job everyone down here. I know I turned up this beacon by one more notch, giving me perhaps 10% more copper. And hey, 10% more copper just for some electricity, right? What's not to love? Hopefully that'll increase duralumin production. It'll all just go directly to duralumin, and everything will be okay. Yeah, except right now I am done. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye, bye, bye.